Don't move!
Out of my house! No!
Will never fade away. What you did to me, I know. Somehow I find a way, but I think of beauty.
Would you rather live in peace as Mr. Nobody, or go down for all times in a blaze of glory?
Will never fade away.
What's up and welcome to the first ever Grant Burton Video Game Award Show of 2020, where I'm going to go through the very best of video games in 2020, rewarding those responsible for making them, and of course the games themselves. In other words, it's my best video games of 2020, just presented in a different way. Hope you like it. As always, even though this is just the first time I've ever done this, all the games in this show are the ones that I have played this year. If a game has not been up for nomination or is not considered for any of the awards, it doesn't necessarily mean that I didn't like it, it just could mean that I haven't played it. And all of the games and the winners will be rewarded with their trophy as soon as I find out where they live. Assuming they want it. Let's get straight to the first award though. Best Narrative. Spider-Man Miles Morales, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us Part 2, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Cyberpunk 2077, and the winner is The Last of Us Part 2. Games need performance. Hell, you ask any PC gamer, it's all about performance, performance, performance. It's all about the frames. The more frames, the better. I don't know many PC gamers, so I have to imagine they've got lots of pictures hanging on their walls. Only this category isn't actually about that type of performance. No. This is actually more about the acting and the voice acting performance, which makes everything I just said kinda pointless. Best Performance. Naji Jeter as Miles Morales Spider-Man in Spider-Man Miles Morales. Laura Bailey as Abby Anderson in The Last of Us Part 2. Ashley Johnson as Ellie in The Last of Us Part 2. And the winner is Ashley Johnson. Best Art Design. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, Spiritfarer, Astro's Playroom. And the winner is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Remember the good old days when video games were about accumulating points and scoring? Ah, the memories. These days, that's still kind of the point for some games. Hell, that's EA's bread and butter. But we're not talking about that type of score right now. We're talking about musical performances. Much more pleasing. Best Score, Sound and Music. The Last of Us Part 2. Spider-Man Miles Morales. Spiritfarer. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, Astro's Playroom. And the winner is The Last of Us Part 2. It's time for the big one, the one you've all been waiting for. What was the best game of 2020? So many options, so much anticipation. I'm sure you're on the edge of your seat if you're sitting on a seat, wanting to know the results of this answer, and you're hoping that I speed this up and don't prattle on, otherwise you're going to fast forward and just find out the answer for yourself. Game of the Year. Spider-Man Miles Morales, The Last of Us Part 2, Spiritfarer, and the winner of the most prestigious award in video gaming that I can personally give away, which is to say, not all that prestigious. The Last of Us Part 2. And that's the best video games of 2020 in my opinion. This of course has been the first ever edition of the Grant Burton Video Game Awards, the one award show in video games that actually means something to me. I hope you've enjoyed it. If not, well, sorry, you've kind of wasted your time I suppose. If you have enjoyed it, why not subscribe to my channel to get more content like this? And of course I now stream on Twitch if you want to see me playing these video games every now and then. Every Tuesday in the morning, sometimes Wednesdays in the morning. You can catch me there on Twitch playing the game. You can also go over to Twitter and Instagram and follow me at _Grant Burton if you really want. Any sort of support you want to show me though would really be appreciated. Until next time though, keep on gaming and thanks for watching.